Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Barbara and I'm so happy that you are here today because it's time for yet another TBRvatar, and that is TBRvatar for June. Now, I am very happy that May is over because May was a very difficult month. There was a lot going on. It was a great month, but it was a lot going on. And I did not get to read as much as I would have wanted. So I'm really excited for June, especially when it comes to the reading part of it. It's gonna be very exciting because in June I'm going to be participating in the amazing readathon hosted by Bree over at 4 Paws and Books. I'm not sure about the channel name, I will link it down below for sure. It is kind of like travel-based readathon, so I love traveling, so that's absolutely perfect. But we don't know what the prompts are for that. There is a new prompt released every 3 days, so can't really plan at all for it. But I did decide to play TBRvatar anyway, and then I'll try to fit the books to the prompts from the readathon. Before we hop into that though, I would like to summarize how May went. As I mentioned, it did not go well. We've got 5 books. First one was for a prompt, read a book in 4 or less sittings. For that I picked To Be Taught If Fortunate by Becky Chambers, and I am currently reading this. I am, quarter way, well, just a little bit through, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm 30 pages in out of 150 or something. I am very much enjoying it and I will definitely finish it, hopefully tomorrow, before the month is over. So I count this as read because I will finish it. Second book was non-fiction or a mental health rap, and that was Presence Activism, which I'm also reading right now. I'm about halfway through, so I do count that as read because I will finish it. Third book was a book between 400 and 450 pages. For this I picked We All Fall Down by Rose Sabo, and I did not get to this one, unfortunately. Fourth book was for the prompt Book from Lowest Shelf. For this I read Love and Gelato, but I had it in Slovak, so when I went to Slovakia I already left it there, so I did read that one, and I no longer have it, so I already unhauled it. Look at me. But I did read that one. And then the last book was for the prompt set during war or includes war, and for that I picked Atalanta, and I did not get to this one either. And I'm devastated that I didn't, but that's just the month it was. And so out of 5 books, I read 1. I'm currently reading 2 more that I will definitely finish, and I did not read 2. So that is read 3 books, did not read 2, that's 1 in plus, so I'll go 1 step forward on the board. So that's what we start with on the board. But now also I would like to talk about some required readings that I have for the month of June that I will try to squeeze into the TBRvatar, just so you know. And it is 1 book, and then the rest that I'm planning to read I'll tell you in the end because they are from library or I don't physically own them, so I can't include them into the TBRvatar. But the 1 book I have to read this month is Finding the Mother Tree by Susan Simard, Uncovering the Wisdom and Intelligence of the Forest. This is a non-fiction, and this is pick for May and June for our Climate Book Club, and the live show will be beginning of July, like the first week of July. And I'm really excited about this one because it sounds really cool. There are really interesting pictures too. And yeah, I'm really intrigued by this one, so I will try to fit this one into the TBRvatar. And then there are a couple other books I will try to read, or I will have to read, but that I will leave out for the end, so we'll see. But with this being said, let's go for roll number 1. Okay, so last time we ended here on the time 2 books, so we can go 1 step forward. It feels so good to go 1 step forward because I didn't feel like I did very well this month, but 1 step forward. So this is where we start, and we can go for roll number 1. We have a 3, 1, 2, 3, and -3, 1, 2, 3. So back to cabbage pot. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, strong start. We went forward and right away back. It threw us right back to the start. And on top of it, it's cabbage pots. So I'm gonna go into Wheel of Names website, and I'm gonna add there all the books I own because I have a spreadsheet, so it's easy. So I'm gonna add all the books I own, and then all the books also from Audible and audiobooks that I have, because those two, you know, I pay for a credit every month, and then I can use that one credit to buy a book. So I basically buy the books. And yeah, so let me do that. And yeah, let's go spin. So we are going to shuffle 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and let's do it. I'm really scared, actually. This could be anything. The history of bees! Oh my gosh, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Yay! Love it. So, History of Bees by Maja Lunde. This is a Norwegian author, and this is a first book in kind of like a series, and the series is called, I'm actually not sure, it's like Klimat series. I'm not sure what the series is called, but it is a climate fiction focused, yeah, on climate. And it's kind of, it says dystopian and electric, but England 1851. So also historical fiction. I love it, I love it. William is a biologist and seed merchant who set out to build a new type of beehive, one that will give both him and his children honor and fame. United States, 2007. George is a beekeeper and fights an uphill battle against modern farming, but hopes that his son can be their salvation. China, 2098. Tao hand paints pollen onto the fruit trees now that the bees have long since disappeared. When Tao's young son is taken away by the authorities after a tragic accident and she is kept in the dark about his whereabouts and condition, she sets out on a grueling journey to find out what happened to him. Yeah. I absolutely love the sound of this. It's been recommended to me. I love books about bees for some reason. It's just a thing. I don't understand why, but I'm just drawn towards books about bees. So I'm really excited to read this one. Roll number 2. A 2, okay. Here we have a genre spin. So I'm gonna roll the die and see where it ends up, and based on that we'll get the genre. So 4, and I need to check what 4 is. I believe this, I actually don't remember, I need to check. Okay, so I checked what these genres mean, and as I assumed, I didn't mention it, but as I assumed, we landed on Earth, and Earth is contemporary. And the 4 genres that we can pick from are, in general, those 4 genres are sci-fi and fantasy, thriller, romance, or contemporary. And I feel like maybe for contemporary, I can merge it with non-fiction. I feel like that's possible, contemporary and non-fiction. So for this prompt, I will pick Finding the Mother Tree. I think it's perfect. We are picking Finding the Mother Tree. I already told you what it's about, so I'm not gonna go into it again, but this is my second pick. Roll number 3. 1. Minus 3. 1, 2, 3. Another cabbage pot. This is not going well. And I think TBRvatar really hates me this month. Revenge for not reading enough last month, or well, this month in May. So we've got another cabbage pot. So let me get my wheel of names back and we're gonna do another spin. So let's do it. And we're gonna shuffle again 3 times. 1, 2, 3, go. The first spin was fabulous. What's gonna be now? Tears of Amber. Are you kidding me? Could this be more perfect? I don't think so. Tears of Amber by Sofia Segovia. I have this on my Kindle, and I got this when it was on sale, when it just came out. It came out 2021. I read a previous book from this author that I gave 5 stars, called The Murmur, that I gave, well, close to 5 stars. It was 4.5, I think. And that one is called The Murmur of Bees. You see what I mean? Like, you see what I mean when I say it was perfect. It's perfect. Perfect. But what is this one about? A transportive novel of 2 families uprooted by war and united by the bonds of love and courage. With war looming dangerously close, Ilse's school days soon turn to lessons of survival. In the harshness of winter, her family must join the largest exodus in human history to survive. As battle lines are drawn and East Prussia's borders vanish beneath them, they leave their farm and all they know behind for an uncertain future. But Ilse also has Janusz, her family's young Polish laborer, by her side. As they flee from the Soviet army, his enchanting folktales keep her mind off the cold, the hunger, and the horrors unfolding around them. He tells her of a besieged kingdom in the Baltic Sea from which spill the amber tears of a heartbroken queen. Neither of them realizes his story will prove crucial and prophetic. Not far away, I'm not gonna read more, I don't wanna spoil it, but I am super duper excited about this one. I love the previous book by this author, loved it to bits, so I'm really excited, love it. Okay, let's go for the next roll. Roll number 4, come on, we can do more than 3, 5, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have some patience, nephew. I need to check what it means. Okay, we've got have some patience, nephew, and this means read a book that you've had for ages, and this one fits perfectly with my Adventure in Eldia prompt, which for the month of June is one of the oldest books on your TBR. Fits perfectly, and I'm super excited for this book because I've been looking for it, because I've been looking forward to it for so long. I read 2 novels by this author, both 5 stars, so I'm really excited. And it is The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. I've had this for 3 years almost. So it is about time that I read this. It is a historical fiction set in Afghanistan in 1975. 12-year-old Amir is desperate to win the local kite fighting tournament, and his loyal friend Hassan promises to help him. But neither of the boys can foresee what will happen to Hassan that afternoon, an event that is to shatter their lives. After the Russians invade and the family is forced to flee to America, Amir realizes that one day he must return to Afghanistan under Taliban rule to find the one thing that his new world cannot grant him: redemption. So, exciting! I love Khaled Hosseini's writing, so can't wait. This TBR is turning out to be absolutely fantastic. And last roll. 1. Okay, so we roll again. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. TBRvatar. So I think this is a friend recommendation. This is great. Okay, and for the last prompt we got TBRvatar. So basically ask a friend to pick a book for you. So I asked on my Discord channel if anybody wanted to pick a book from me from my TBR. And there were a couple suggestions. There was Gallant, there was Red Scholar's Wake, and there was The Whispering Dark. And from all of these, I picked one that, well, first of all, was first mentioned. Second of all, Denise said that she wants to know my opinion on it, so she picks that. And third, this was recommended by Cleo previously on one of my videos, and I already had it on my TBR couple months ago, so it's coming back, and it is The Whispering Dark by Kelly Andrew. I didn't get to it before, but I'm excited to get to it now. It's a YA fantasy with, I think, set in school with a main character who is deaf. And yeah, I don't know more about it. I'm sure I read the synopsis a couple times already. I don't remember it, but everybody that I know who read it loved it, so I'm really excited to read this one. So that is it for the TBRvatar. Here we got these 3 books. 4. What? 5. Here we got these 5 books. So we've got The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. We've got The Finding Mother Tree by Susan Simmert. The History of Bees by Maya Lunde. The Whispering Dark by Kelly Andrew. And The Tears of Amber by Sofia Segovia. Super excited for this TBR. This is quite unusual for me because it feels like it's 3 historical fictions, which I don't read enough, but I love historical fictions, so very exciting. Now, there are a couple few, I can't talk today. There are a few other books that I want to read in June, and that one of them I have to, and then 2, 3, I don't know, let's just get to it. One of them is the extra book for the Climates Book Club that we picked, and that is the Parable of the Talents by Octavia E. Butler. This is the sequel to Parable of the Sower that we read in March and April, and we decided to read the sequel together. So we're going to be reading this. The live show will be June 23rd, so this one will be read quite early on. And I have this from library. And I can't tell you what this is about because it's a sequel, but the first one is set, well, in 2024 to 2027, but it was written, of course, in 1990s, and the world kind of sank to chaos. There is no such thing as safe life anymore. You are just scared all the time that somebody can come and rob you or kill you for food, clothes, whatever you have, and it's just absolutely terrifying. And yeah, it's basically world in madness because there is just not enough water, not enough food anymore, and people are poor, and it's just really crazy world. But it was a very good book. I really enjoyed it, and I'm really excited to read the second one. And with this, I also found in the library, they had it when I went to borrow this one. They also had Parable of the Sower, the first one, but graphic novel. So I grabbed it that I would like to, you know, kind of like refresh my memory, even though I read it only like 1.5 months ago, but I would like to refresh my memory and maybe, you know, see the beautiful illustrations. And yeah, it's a short one, so I decided to grab this one as well. So Parable of the Sower as well. And then we've got 2 more books that I have on my mind. One is a buddy read with Diana, and this is going to be the one and only. Everybody talks about it, everybody loves it. And it's The Will of the Many by James Islington. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. But this is some kind of fantasy book? I don't know. The Catenan Republic, the hierarchy, may rule the world now, but they do not know everything. I tell them my name is Vis Telemus. I tell them I was orphaned after a tragic accident 3 years ago, and that good fortune alone has led to my acceptance into their most prestigious school. Yes, fantasy school, magical school. I tell them that once I graduate, I will gladly join the rest of the civilized society in allowing my strength, my drive, and my focus, what they call will, to be leached away and added to the power of those above me, as millions already do, as all must eventually do. I tell them that I belong, and they believe me. But the truth is that I have been sent to the academy to find answers, to solve a murder, to search for an ancient weapon, to uncover secrets that may tear the Republic apart. Exciting, very exciting. I fear it gave me a little bit vibe of like similar to The Red Rising. And I did not finish that book, I did not like it. But that all depends on, like, it's not like I didn't like the story, I didn't like the writing. So I really hope this writing is more to my liking. Because, yeah, I'm really excited about this one, people love it, and I'm gonna buddy reading it with Diana. So if I don't like it, worst case scenario, it turns into yet another hate read, you know. That's fun too. And then we have also Patreon book club for G. Like, G's Patreon book club. And for the book club so far, it's winning, so I think that's gonna be the pick, is Some Desperate Glory by Emily Tesh. And I believe this is a sci-fi book, and it is, while we live, the enemy shall fear us. All her life, Kira has trained for the day she can avenge the murder of planet Earth. Raised in the bowels of Gaia Station, alongside the last scraps of humanity, she readies herself to face the wisdom, the all-powerful reality-shaping weapon that gave the Majoda their victory over humanity. They are what's left. They are what must survive. Kira is one of the best warriors of her generation, the sword of a dead planet. But when command assigns her brother to certain death and relegates her to the nursery to bear sons until she dies trying, she knows she must take humanity's revenge into her own hands. Blah blah blah. And so far. So yeah, that could be very interesting, and I did reserve it in the library, so I hope to get it. I have not searched if there is any audiobook of it, but I'll check later. But yeah, that is all for my June TBR. It is very ambitious considering I did not read all. I mean, I read some other books in June, I did not read the TBRvatar books, but I will definitely try to fix that this month. Okay, so here are all the books that I plan to read, with some others, but let's just see. We have Parable of the Sower, the graphic novel, so that should be quick. We have Parable of the Talents, which is the sequel. The Kite Runner, Finding the Mother Tree, The History of Bees, The Whispering Dark, Tears of Amber, and The Will of the Many. And the last one is potentially some Desperate Glory. So it is quite a stack, but I'm so excited about this stack. I'm so excited about all of these books. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below if you are reading any of these in the month, if you would like to buddy read them, any other than Will of the Many, because I'll be reading that with Diana. But I would definitely like to buddy read any of the other ones with you. We'll probably be kind of buddy reading this one on the Discord channel, so join the Discord channel if you would like. This down in the description down below. Let me know if you're participating in any readathon this month, and if yes, what is it? And yeah, let's just support each other, let's spread the love on the booktube, and yeah, let's share more people together. But with that being said, I think we can wrap up this video because I've been rambling for long enough. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!